Hi there. So I wanted to do this video for a little while and today seems really appropriate because my sinuses are grumbling, which normally happens when something's getting up my nose or something's irritating me, and I wasn't actually aware that I was being irritated, but I've had a little chat and my sinuses have told me what it is and I can deal with that now. Now that sounds a bit woo-woo, I know, all right? And so in the NLP and therapy world, we call this various things. You can call it two-chair procedure, you can call it parts therapy, you can call it just intuitiveness, whatever really grabs you, okay? So I've got my cup of tea. So grab yourself a cup of tea, or if you don't fancy one, that's fine. And this process is really great if you've got a thought that's bugging you, like there's a bit of you that keeps getting angry. It's great if you've got a condition, so in my case it's the sinuses. And it's great if you've got the symptom of something, so whether you're in pain, okay? So the reason that you would want to do this is you want to get to the root of what's going on and why it's going on, okay? So I'm going to talk you through the process as it applies to me. I'll try to give you the pointers because I appreciate that your situation is going to be different to mine. And what we'll do then is look at how you can do this. So make yourself nice and comfortable and just take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. So I want you to just imagine that there's another chair with you, okay? You might be in a coffee bar or a wine bar. You might just be sat on a park bench, whatever works for you. If you've got a special place where you like to go when you're meditating, then that works just as well. Carrying on, breathing through the nose and out through the mouth. So I want you to put your symptom or your condition or your emotion, whatever this might be, in that other chair. And I want you to give it a personality. So is it male? Is it female? Is it animal? Is it alien? Is it something completely different? Whatever comes to you, whatever you think, feel, know, it's correct. There's no right or wrong here, okay? So now I want you to add layers. I want you to look at their description. So have they got long hair, short hair? Have they got no hair? What shape are they? What colour are they? And again, just let that information come to you. And I want you to give them a personality. Describe them as if you're describing someone that you like or someone that you know, okay? Whatever words come to you are fine. And I just want you to build on that knowledge, that personality, that makeup of this entity, okay? So I want to know why my sinuses are playing up. So I've given it a description, I've got this person here. Now I want to have a conversation, okay? And I'm going to ask them what their purpose is. So sinuses, I need to know what you're trying to tell me. What is your purpose? And I will feel the answer because that's what happened earlier on when I did this process. So I kind of felt that this was something that was irritating me. Now yours might be different. They might have a purpose to protect you or to stop you doing something or to help you do something. So just ask, and you might need to ask a few times, and it's okay to ask why. And so if you have to ask 5 times, that's okay. Now, the reason that you're doing that is because sometimes the surface answer isn't enough. You know, it might go, well, just because. It's like, that's not very helpful. Because why? And so my sinuses are saying, because you've not been dealing with this, because you've been busy doing other stuff. And so my sinuses needed to go, oi, you, this needs doing. The same as when you look around the house, you go, oh, I need to hoover. Or, oh my God, look at those cobwebs, I need to get the dust out. And it's no different to anything else that, you know, we put off because we've got other fish to fry. And then eventually, you know, you open the cupboard door and everything falls out because you've just been chucking it in the cupboard. Okay, so this is your emotional cupboard and you've been chucking everything in there and hoping it will go away, and it hasn't. And so now you need to find out more. So as I say, if you need to ask them why, then do. And just feel, see, hear, know what that is and why that entity is here, for want of a better word, because I don't know if yours is human, animal, alien, or not even any of those. And so why is your body having this condition or this symptom, or why is it suffering from a particular emotion? So now that you know that, is there something that you can do that will allow you to take over? So if you've got a painful back and that's stopping you from, I don't know, going up in the loft and getting the Christmas decorations, how is that serving you? And if the answer is, well, I hate Christmas and I don't even want to go up in there and get the blooming decorations, or, well, do you know what, because the other half should do it, but as per usual, I'm doing everything, then, you know, that's fine. And so it's about understanding what has been going on. And when you know what that pain is there for, or if this is your condition, what is that condition bringing to the table? Oh, well, when I get a migraine, I have to go to bed and that takes me out of a conflict situation. Or, oh, when my fibromyalgia flares up, I have to say no to things. And if I didn't have that, I would just say yes, even though I don't want to do it. Okay. Now I'm just making stuff up and I don't know what your specific details are. So you're going to have to drill down. Okay. You may need to do this exercise a couple of times, if not more, to get to where you need to be. So now I want you to just think about what you need to do to replace this emotion, this condition, or this feeling that's going on. So for instance, with my sinuses, I know that I have to be at ease with a particular situation and not let it irritate me, because I can't actually change it. Okay, so look at what you can do and imagine that you have to make a pact with this entity in the chair. So what do you have to do so that this pain will go away, that this symptom will go away, or that this condition will go away, or this emotion? So for instance, well, if I have stronger boundaries and say no, then I don't need this migraine to make me go to bed, or I don't need my fibromyalgia to flare up because I can just say no, I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. Or it might be that you get a flare up of something like your fibro or lupus, but only after you've done something for you because you feel guilty about doing stuff for you. So the pact would be that you're not going to feel guilty and that it is okay to put your needs first. And so consequently, you're asking this entity in the chair, if I do X, Y, and Z, will you go away? And if the entity says yes, then brilliant. And if it says no, then we need to find out why. Is it because it doesn't believe that you're going to do what you say you're going to do? Or is there something else you need to discover before that can be dealt with? Okay. So go through that process. Make sure that you've discovered everything you need. Find out what its purpose is, and then make your pact. And I always say this is very much like Nanny McPhee. Nanny McPhee comes when you need her but don't want her, and she leaves when you want her but don't need her. Okay, and for those of you that haven't seen Nanny McPhee, think about Lassie or Gentle Ben or any of those programs, Littlest Hobo. They all come to achieve something, and when they're done, they leave. All right, so just get to understand the deeper purpose of what's going on. Now you can release it, and now you have to go and stand by that pact you've made. So if you've agreed to form stronger boundaries, or if you've agreed to say no to stuff that you don't want to do and not feel guilty, then you have to go and do that. Otherwise, this is all null and void. Okay. Now, if you need to do this exercise a couple of times, or if you need to do it weekly, then that's fine. But the thing here is that you have got to step up and deal with whatever that entity is here to do. So you're taking on its job. All right. And just now scan your body and be aware of anywhere that you feel something connected to this condition, this emotion, this symptom, and give it a shape. And it might be that you just know or feel this, okay? But if you see it or hear it, that's fine too. And then I want you to give it a texture. And then once you've done that, I want you to give it a shape. So now we've got a shape and a colour and a texture. So now ask yourself what you'd like to do with that. Whereabouts in your body is it located? So let's say it's in your heart chakra, and let's say it's triangle and purple, and let's say it feels rough to the touch. What do I want to do with it? Well, if there was no rules and there was no limits, I would just get out my magic wand and wave it so that it goes and it leaves my body. But whatever comes to you is absolutely fine. So you can deal with this shape, this thing, in any way that feels right to you. So just sit and allow that process to take place. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So how does that feel now you've done that process? I understand it might feel a bit weird and a bit woo-woo, and I know that when I do this with clients, they quite often feel that way too, and they're like, oh my God, this just feels like I'm making stuff up. And that's fine. If it feels like this is all your imagination, it's absolutely fine. The body does not know the difference, okay? And so what I want you to do is to do this as many times as you need to get the results that you need. And just, if you want to, ping me a message or comment and just let me know how this worked for you. And if it didn't work, let me know that as well, because it might be that you need a little bit more help. So good luck, and I'm really proud of you for trying this and getting rid of it, okay? So I'll catch up with you later.